Bringing you the flavor of the Midlands. Live from Columbia, this is Soda City Live.
Welcome back to Soda City Live. This weekend, the Columbia Museum of Art will open a new exhibition featuring stunning story quilts created by Tina Williams Brewer entitled Stories of Grace. And joining me today to share more of what we can expect from this exhibit, Michael Neumeister, the curator of the Columbia Museum of Art. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate this. And you know, I was talking to you a little bit just before we came on to just talk about the Columbia Museum of Art just being such a treasure in our city. For people who maybe aren't familiar or might have been a while since they've been in there, what an incredible museum that we have right here in town.
It's true. It is kind of unexpected. I've only been in Columbia a little over a year. I'm originally from New York, though I have family here.
Yeah.
And when I joined the museum, I was just kind of blown away, you know, seeing the work that we have, the collection that we have, and really the energy of the community.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely a community that will show its support for something like this, and there's just room upon room and exhibit upon exhibit that just really kind of knock your socks off. And Stories of Grace, it sounds like, is just another one of these exhibits that really speaks to a lot of people. What can people expect when they come in?
Tina Brewer is a fiber artist. She's been working out of Pittsburgh for the better part of 4 decades. So she makes story quilts, dealing with ideas of African diasporic history, cultural memory, things like that. And really, I didn't know it actually when I approached Tina about this show, but she actually had connections to South Carolina. She had done some research here. Her daughter had lived here on St. Helena Island for a period of years. So yeah, I mean, it just seemed like the perfect show for our community to bring the first large-scale survey of her work to this museum in the Southeast.
Yeah, so those connections definitely make it the perfect fit. And looking at some of these works are just absolutely incredible. There's something to be said for the idea of fabric and texture. And when I'm looking at a lot of these pieces here, you can see all of these elements just kind of married together in a unique way. Now, what exactly are we looking at here?
So, given that Tina has these deep South Carolina connections, we actually decided to make a short film on the occasion of this show. So we flew her back down to St. Helena Island, where she hadn't been for 20 years. And then we actually culminated filming back in her hometown of Pittsburgh, because so much of her work has to do with place and ideas of ancestry and the way like cities and communities are intertwined in very deep cultural ways. So she actually created some quilts based on her travels to St. Helena that will debut in our exhibition.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. St. Helena Island, down in the low country, near Beaufort, just a short drive from there. Having visited there once or twice, it really is an incredible area of our state from the standpoint of it's somewhat secluded, it's off the beaten path, and I could see how that would be just the perfect place for somebody to create something like this. And so you get a flavor of that in each one of these quilts.
Absolutely, and it's almost in a literal way too, because she took photographs there that she then had silk screened and then cut up and quilted into the works themselves. So you could actually see, you know, pictures of Beaufort.
Oh, that's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. And so when is this exhibit going on, and when will it go?
Sure, we open on June 10th.
Okay.
And it runs through September 3rd, so it's a 12-week run. And our members' celebration is actually going to be the evening of June 16th. Tina will be here in town. We'll be having a public conversation. So all our members are invited to come and mingle with the artist, ask her questions and things like that.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, and that's happening, is that the event there on the 16th?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, so the artist herself will be there for you to be able to talk to, get a look at those quilts, and just kind of celebrate all that went into this piece of just this incredible exhibit here. Tina Williams Brewer, Stories of Grace, happening all through the summer, June 10th through September the 3rd. And also you have an event, it looks like, coming up on Juneteenth itself.
Yeah, so the members opening is kind of kicking off our Juneteenth weekend. So all weekend we'll be having events, and there's actually going to be a special tour of Tina's show on Monday the 19th.
Oh, awesome. Can't wait. All right, very good. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And best of luck with the new exhibit.
Thanks so much.
You bet. All right. We'll be back after this, but still to come on Soda City Live, details about an event that aims to bridge the gap between community and service. All of that coming up after this.